Welcome to The Thought Card, a podcast about travel and money where planning, saving, and creativity leads to affording travel, building wealth, and paying off debt. We are the Financially Savvy Travelers. Hey Financially Savvy Travelers, it's your host Danielle Desir, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a section of my brand new book. It's an Iceland travel guide called Iceland Nature, Nurture, and Adventure, and you can find it on Amazon. So definitely grab a copy if you're interested in planning a trip to Iceland or want to learn more about Icelandic culture and all of the amazing things to do. So I talk about Iceland all the time because Iceland's one of my favorite countries. I visited 3 times and I'm hoping to plan a 4th trip very soon. So in this section of the book, I talk about practical tips to saving money in Iceland. And I think you guys will find this really interesting and will save you a lot of money. From glacier hiking to trying new foods or relaxing at local swimming pools and hot tubs, there are plenty of interesting things to see and do in Iceland. Yet, it won't be long until you notice that Iceland is an expensive travel destination. How expensive is Iceland? According to Numbio's 2019 Cost of Living Index, it is the second most expensive country in the world. Since most goods are imported, the cost of living is high. This includes things like gas, food, alcohol, and clothing. Iceland is a very expensive country, and it might not be the best destination for frugal travelers. Yeah, guys, I said it. Despite this, don't assume that you can't visit on a budget. There are a lot of ways to save money on your trip. With a little creativity, some research, and planning, you can manage your expenses and make your travel savings stretch further. Remember, nature is abundant and free here. That means go out and explore the waterfalls, rivers, and natural hot springs for free. Here are some of my favorite practical tips for saving money in Iceland. Number 1, plan a shorter trip. While spending a few weeks in Iceland may sound appealing, if you don't have the funds to go on a long trip, that doesn't mean that you should cancel your trip completely. If you're on a budget, plan to spend fewer days in Iceland. You can do a lot in 3 to 4 days. Number 2, visit off-season. Traveling off-season means that you can find better deals and save money across the board. September to November and March to May will likely be less crowded. Number 3, shop duty-free. Why is alcohol so expensive in Iceland? Alcohol is expensive because it is heavily taxed. Alcohol taxes are levied based on the alcohol content per drink. So the more alcohol per volume, the more expensive it will be. For those financially savvy travelers who want to enjoy a drink in Iceland, my first piece of advice is to buy alcohol duty-free at the airport. Assuming that you're flying into Keflavik International Airport, be sure to stop by duty-free Iceland. It is a one-stop shop that offers lower prices on domestic and international liquor, along with other items. Before you go on an alcohol spending spree, keep in mind that by law, each traveler is only permitted 6 units of alcohol. Sounds confusing? Use an alcohol allowance calculator to see how much alcohol you can buy at the airport. Search for Iceland Duty-Free Allowance Calculator. Next up is happy hour. My second piece of advice is to make the most of local happy hour specials in Reykjavik by downloading the Happy Hour app. This free app sorts out all the bars and restaurants offering happy hour specials based on proximity and price. Next up is avoiding bottles of water. There is no need to buy bottled water. All Icelanders drink from the tap, aka faucet. You can get free water anywhere, even fresh streams under a waterfall or at a glacier. Yes, I drank water from a glacier lagoon and it was delicious. Give it a try. Not only is Iceland's tap water drinkable, but it is also never chemically purified. It is said to originate from springs. The water is naturally purified by the molten rocks, which not only cleans the water of any bacteria or chemicals, but also adds essential minerals and nutrients. Bottled water is the same as the water that comes from the tap, so don't waste your money on it. Also, by refilling your water bottle, you're preserving the environment. Helpful tip: if the hot water in Iceland smells like sulfur, don't be alarmed. Just let it run for a bit. All right, guys, that is just a short clip from my new book called Iceland: Nature, Nurture, and Adventure. If you found this little section helpful and you are planning a trip to Iceland, please do check in the show notes for a link so that you can go grab a copy of this brand new book. Now, did you enjoy this little clip? If so, let me know by tagging me on social media. I'm at The Thought Card. And let me know that you liked it so I can actually share more short clips with you in the future. I'm actually thinking about sharing the foods to try in Iceland. So let me know if that would sound interesting to you. So thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of the Thought Card podcast. And if you do grab a copy of the book, please leave me a review on Amazon. That way I can get your feedback, learn what you liked, and ways that I can make the second version even better. All right, guys, see you in the next episode. Bye.